Unit 9, Exercise 1.
1,
2006,
2,
2000,
3,
2010, 2010,
4,
2015, 2015,
5,
2020, 2020,
6,
1995,
7,
1990,
8,
1982,
9,
1960,
10,
1916.
Unit 9, Exercise 2.
1,
2009,
2,
2002,
3,
2012,
4,
1999,
5,
1987,
6,
1960.
Unit 9, Exercise 4.
1. When was the fall of the Berlin Wall? 1989. 2. When were the Olympic Games in Athens? 2004. 3. When was the assassination of John F. Kennedy? 1963. 4. When was the end of the Second World War? 1945. 5. When was the first man on the moon? 1969.
Unit 9, Exercise 5.
1,
My mother was born in Chicago in 1960.
2,
My father was born in New York in 1958.
3,
I was born in 1985.
4,
My grandparents weren't born in the United States.
5,
My mother's parents were born in Sweden.
6,
My father's parents were born in Ireland.
Unit 9, Exercise 6.
1,
My mother is a pharmacist.
2,
My father is a professor.
3,
They were at university together.
4,
My father's parents were very poor.
5,
My mother's parents weren't married in Sweden. They met in the States.
6,
Grandpa Frederick was an engineer.
7,
Grandma Smilla was a piano teacher.
8,
Pat and Patty weren't happy at first. Life was very hard for them.
Unit 9, Exercise 7. 1,
Where was Tom's mother born?
in Chicago.
2,
When was he born?
In 1960.
3,
Where were his mother's parents born?
In Sweden.
4,
What was Frederick's job?
He was an engineer.
Unit 9, Exercise 8. 1,
Tom's mother wasn't born in Sweden.
2.
His father wasn't born in Ireland.
3.
His grandparents weren't born in the United States.
4.
Were Pat and Paddy happy at first?
No, they weren't.
Andy Warhol, 1928 to 1987. Andy Warhol was an American painter and filmmaker. He was famous for his pictures of everyday things, like tins of soup and Coca-Cola bottles, and portraits of celebrities such as Marilyn Monroe. He was born in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. His parents were born in Slovakia and immigrated to the US in 1914. His father was a coal miner. The family were Catholic, and Warhol was religious all his life. As a child, Andy Warhol was often ill and was not at school for a long time. He was a student of art in Pittsburgh. In 1949, he went to New York. Here, he was a painter in advertising and magazines. In the 1960s, he started The Factory, a centre for artists, musicians, and writers. All his life, Warhol was afraid of doctors and hospitals. He died in a hospital in New York after an operation.
Princess Diana, 1961 to 1997. Princess Diana was the first wife of Charles, Prince of Wales. She was born in Sandringham, England. Her father was John, Earl Spencer, and her mother was Frances, Viscountess Althorpe. They were both friends of the royal family. Her parents divorced in 1969. She wasn't a happy child. Diana was at a lot of schools, but she wasn't a good student. In London, she was a dance teacher and a teacher in a children's school. She met Prince Charles in 1980 at a party. She was 20 years old when she married Prince Charles. She had 2 sons, William and Harry, but her marriage wasn't happy. She and Charles divorced in 1996. After her divorce, Diana was very busy with charity work, visiting hospitals and poor countries in Africa. She died in a car accident in Paris in August 1997. She was with Dodi Al-Fayed. Unit 9, Exercise 11.
Hugo's lucky day. 1.
Yesterday, I went into town to see my friends.
2.
We were in a clothes shop when I saw a pair of jeans.
3.
My friends said they look really good,
4.
but they were £50. I thought they were too expensive.
5.
But guess what? When we came out of the shop, I found a £50 note on the street.
6.
So I went back into the shop and bought the jeans. It was my lucky day.
Unit 9, Exercise 15.
1.
The 18th of April.
2.
The 2nd of June.
3.
The 3rd of September.
4.
The 15th of January.
5.
The 10th of May.
6.
The 25th of December.